All right, so now we're going to put everything together. All right, and we're going to do the entire formula. So, first thing we need to do is we need to get our A and our B and our C. So our A is, B is, and our C is -8. All right, an important thing about this is don't take shortcuts right away. Okay, eventually, once you get used to it, you're going to be able to take a couple shortcuts. Right now, you need to write it all out. All right, so it's the opposite of B, which is, all right, so we have -2 plus or minus the square root of, what's B squared? 4, because we're B squared. Okay, yep. Okay, and then we're going to do this. We're going to just go ahead and do this right away. Minus, what's 4 times A times C? -32. Okay, so minus 32. Those turn into a plus. So that turns into a plus. All divided by 2 times A. 2. All right, so now we have -2 plus or minus the square root of, what do we get underneath there? 36, all divided by 2. All right, at this point, I'm going to split it into 2 equations. Okay, and the first one is -2 plus, what's the square root of 36? 6 divided by 2. And the other one, because of this plus and minus sign, is -2 minus 6 divided by 2. So -2 plus 6, and 4 divided by 2 is 2. -2 minus 6, -8 divided by 2 is -4. So our answers are 2 and -4. Okay, so it's a lot of work, right? Okay, is it super hard again? No, it's plugging in those numbers into our formula. Okay, so this next one. A equals, B is, and C is. All right, so the opposite of B, plus or minus the square root of B squared, positive 25. Remember, anytime you square something, you're going to get positive. Okay, minus 4 times A times C. What do you get? I know, but what do you get? 24 over 2 times A. 4. Careful with that. Now, do we know where these numbers are coming from? Please stop me if you are confused where we're getting like 25 or 24. Do we know where those are coming from? Are you positive? Okay, so equals 5 plus or minus the square root of 1 over, what? 4. Okay, at this point, what am I going to do? I'm going to split this into 2 equations. So 5 plus, what's the square root of 1? 1 divided by 4, and 5 minus 1 divided by 4. So 5 plus 1? 6 over 4 gives me 1.5. 5 minus 1 over 4 is 1. So 1 and 1.5 are my answers. Okay, I want you to do one more. I want you to do, which one do you guys want to do? First one, top one? All right, so do top one. I will also do the top one. We'll compare our answers. Maybe it might be in your best interest to stay awake and maybe do this with us, since that's what we're doing. Just a thought. My first step is up there if you want to take a look. You may want to check your second step. Make sure you got the same thing underneath your square root sign that I did. Be careful with your pluses and minuses. That's the biggest thing right now. Good. I will here in a second. Right now I'm kind of waiting on some other people. Okay, if you got those two answers, go ahead and do pages 80 through 82. Okay, doing exactly what we just did on the board. Okay, if you did not get those two answers, make sure you raise your hand and we figure out what you did wrong.